Hey everyone, this is Fan Creator 875 coming with you with brand new Lego sets that I just bought recently over at Milwaukee Comic Con, and I'm hitting you guys up with these sets. So here we have our sets for today. That's right, 3 sets. Well, 2 sets and a few minifigures. Okay, so let's take a look at the sets or what we have so far. Now, here we have our minifigures, 2 DC minifigures, and 4 retired minifigures from the Lego series, correct, from the underappreciated or underrated Lego series, Lego Video. And for the first Lego sets, we have retired Lego sets, Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. It's a retired set back in, I want to say 2015, I think. I don't know. I'll have to check and put it on to the, to the video. Anyway, so I bought this set for $25, which is, but when you look onto like eBay, what I bought was like an extra $10 or $5 more. It depends on like where you're looking on eBay. But over on Amazon, they're selling it for like $60. I'm guessing that's since the Lego set was a sort of like a flop for Lego, they were able to they're selling it for like a little cheap, But otherwise, it's good. Now we look at the back. We can see what we're building. We're building like a radio antenna. We have, and in the set we have, of course, Golden Armor Wonder Woman, live action Cheetah, and so we have 3 minifigures and a large satellite that we're going to have to build, which is also a base as well. So this should be good. Now over here is the recently released Batman with the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze. This is a good dedication and homage to Batman the Animated Series and to Kevin Conroy. So as you can see, we have Batman, a sort of like a brand new print of Batman, Mr. Freeze, and Harley Quinn in their sort of Batman the Animated Series versions of them, which should be good. And on the back, now we have either the option of putting the Batmobile on this little stand right here, which gives off like information about the vehicle a bit, and we can also fire mini studs, open up the cockpit, turn fire. Oh, and not only that, but we can also put on like a Lazy Susan, for it can turn around. And we also have the option of having Batman fight Mr. Freeze or Harley Quinn or both, for like a rare team up. So now that we looked into these objectives, now we can go ahead and start, taking a look at them. First, we'll start off with the minifigures, then we'll go on to the sets. Okay, so first of all, let's start off with the minifigures of my purchases. First of all, we're going to do the DC line. I know there's only 2 of them, but I still want to talk about them. Now, what I loved about the Lego DC Superheroes minifigure series line is that it was like good. It was like amazing. They were able to put in some like detail. Granted, like most minifigures didn't have like too much detail, like Metamorpho here, but there was like still some of that good, like over the line detailing. I mean, just like look at this minifigure, okay? Look how they were able to turn a comic book character and turn him into a minifigure, into a Lego minifigure. Like he has the detail on his face that replicates the mutation. Half of his body or his torso is like half orange, half scaly purple. with color. Like they were able to put all these detail into one small body. Now that is some good detailing right there. Same thing for the arm as well. For the legs are interesting. They went from from the regular solid Lego leg piece and then switch it over to translucent piece with some printing to like in a way match or go along with the whole like Metamorpho having like a glass leg, because that's what Metamorpho is like, who has like this, was able to turn his entire body into like different chemicals or reshape it in some way, as we saw in the new Superman movie. This minifigure is good, like it's like a good representation of who Metamorpho is in the comic books. Now over here we have Harley Quinn. Now this Harley Quinn is obviously like the Harley Quinn that we see in Batman, the Lego movie. And she comes with her hammer and a skateboard. Now, in the movie, she has like these little roller skates that goes on her feet, but they gave us like a skateboard instead, which is still good, Now, this minifigure, she really does look like a bit like her counterpart from the movie. She has that detailing, the design on her torso, her legs, the back of her head, the back, and the hair piece as well. Now, unlike Metamorpho, who doesn't have like dual molded head, she does. Here she is, happy, smiling, and she's causing all this chaos. And then here she is, doing raspberry at Batman, as they're escaping. And like they really captured the whole red and black aesthetic or colors of of Harley Quinn's costume. This entire figure looks similar to what she does in the movie, but like a sort of like a mixture between Harley Quinn from like the animated series and Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. You know how she like goes from wearing her gesture costume to wearing different clothing or different style. So yeah, it's pretty good, and then here's her huge mullet or mallet that she uses to, beat up police officers. The minifigure is good, I can barely say anything wrong about the figure itself. So let's put her to the side. First character I want to put up for you is this guy. This here is Lego Video. Sorry about that. Lego Video Werewolf Drummer. So he is a drummer. He's a drummer after all, but he uses like bones to drum. And I gotta say, like the detailing on this character, on the legs, on the torso is really good. And honestly, this is like when we first get to see, the use of this new headpiece that we saw. They use this same head for the werewolf in the Haunted Mansion set and for the werewolf Spider-Man figure. So figure really looks like, he looks like a drummer, like he has this leather jacket, he has bones, teeth, the music notes. And that is our first figure for the Lego Video series, or minifigures. Now over here is a red panda street artist. As you can tell by his boombox and by his fanny pack. Now, there's nothing much I can say about this figure, but all I can say is, like when we're like looking at these figures, like the torso and the legs, we can see that Lego did like good work on the detailing of the figures. You know what I mean? Especially, and then they also created like different headpieces and molds for these figures and just like put like different faces or characteristics on them. Other than that, I say this figure looks good. You know, we have some detailing on the back for like I'm hold on. I'm pretty sure that's like parody free Godzilla, I think. I don't know. It looks like Godzilla, which is cool. Over here we have a shark singer. Like I said, they brought out a different, headpiece for the figure. Instead of, having the tail be like an attachment, they have the tail be part of the head and give them like a mohawk, trying to bring the mohawk back. And of course, and like the torso prints, they blend between rock star and marine lover as well. With the fish skeleton, the hooks, the starfish, the skull, and the music badge or button on him. This is really nice. I was glad I was able to get this guy. Let's put this guy over here. Now, our last figure for the video series is the Banshee Singer. And real quick, the whisper thing is bottom half. It was upside down. Anyway, so now let me take off this hairpiece because we have this brand new print. Like it certainly has like this whole, like the whole color green. It's like similar to the whole, the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob, and like the detailing on her torso certainly screams out like Banshee or like Victorian rocker, especially with the chain around her torso. She's clearly a singer, like a rock star singer or like heavy metal singer because of like the face she has, and like the tail part right here, what they've given her for like the ghost part. We've seen that piece before in like a couple of different minifigures, mainly in the the Lego Ninjago Haunted series where they had like the ghosts, like given these pieces so they can like fly off or so they could be like hovering above. Over on the back, we're continuing on with the chain. Like the chain is like really wrapped around her torso, like on the print. And we get to see all these. We see these two keys, a lock, like bounding or binding her to the chains. Like really giving off like the whole, like ghost and chains aesthetic that like we associate ghosts with. Now that we're done looking at these figures all together, let's go ahead and build the first Lego set.